Oh my god, hello, it's so bumping in here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Hi. Congrats on Redria for being first. That's killer. Redria is also first donor. And I think that's really cool. Wait, we got another one? When did we get $20? Did Redria go again? Hold on, let me refresh my thing here. This is blindingly bright. I'm not looking at this in, Oh, wow! Yay! What if it gets better? Again! That's great, Reggie. I appreciate you. We did not mention donation stuff yet, but I do want to show you guys how we're doing so far on the campaign. Because here is the let me refresh it with Redria's donation. We are literally $30 away from reaching our $35,000 goal. I mean, $3,500 goal. Jesus Christ. So that's cool. I got no audio, but yay captions. Yay! My captions are terrible because I talk fast. But, basically, my intention for this is for my personal part of the campaign. Okay, first of all, I want to end up in the top 10. Okay? I want to be in the top 10. My goal is 200, okay? You see right here? The goal is 200. We can make that 200, I think. I think we can make it. If we end up in the top 10, that would mean the world to me. I was thinking, if we can make our $200, I was thinking there's a stream I've wanted to do for a long time. I was thinking about a stream where we do, we would play, my brain went, bleh. We would do a stream where we, do those, like, artists draw Pokemon from memory things. You know, it's like me and Nana did that before. Jill's wanted to do that. Ren would love that. Can you imagine if we hit $200 and we can do a 4 artists draw Pokemon from memory? And then we could have, you know, like Orville cherry pick the Pokemon or something. That would be a fun incentive. And then if we surpass that, you know, I'll think of more incentives. I didn't go crazy with the incentives this time like I usually do. I didn't do like a top 5 donors thing. But maybe the top donor might get a little something extra. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If the top donor is Orville again, your body pillow is coming. I know it's been like 3 years since that charity. But, you know. Your body pillow is in the works. So that's cool. But anyway, our first donation, of course, has been Redria. So Redria said that she wanted they wanted their, where are your pronouns? She, they, okay, cool. They wanted their Pokemon to be a demigirl flagged Dusknoir. So I will draw you a Pride Pokemon if you donate. Doesn't matter. In the past, it's been $20 minimum to get an art. This time, there's no minimum. So you get art from me for a minimum of one doll hair. One single doll hair. Yeah! 69 from Orville. Oh yeah. I'm assuming you want the femboy flag. I'm assuming. That, like, nearly pushes us halfway. I did my choice. Do I get another Pokemon? Sure! Why the fuck not? Or I can put a little extra in yours. I can put a like a Duskull or a Dusclops in there as well if you want. If there were a way I could donate via cash, I would, because that's the only form of money as I got right now. I'm sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Ain't no way. That's okay. Because Orville donated once. One time I did a fundraiser, and Orville donated twice during it, so I gave him a Whooper and a Whooper and Quagsire. So, but I'm also writing them down so I can pester people and be like, hey, what Pokemon do you want? What flag do you want? And I'm instead of writing down the amounts this time. In previous donations, it was like everyone got a movie choice in Discord, but not everybody's in the Discord. I'll let you choose Scoville if too much. Ooh, that would be fun. And school villain. Cool. I'll have to readjust this, but that's okay. Ovo blew me out of the water for top donation already. He always, every single one, every single donation we have, he always does 69.69. That's just what he does. Mana's just like, bet. Yeah. And I love that for him. Hello, Squid. Hi, Mel. How are you, beautiful people, on this beautiful day? I hope you're doing fantastic. It's a good number. It's a nice number. Whenever I'm at work and someone has a pulse of 69, I'm like, nice. Always does a flat 50. I know that for whatever we do, I'm probably gonna do like 20 myself. $5 popsicle YCH donates 50. Love it. Love it. Oh no, your subby running out. That's a bummer. I hope someone is kind to you soon. You can always just go the path of Shrap and be absolutely violent that you don't have a sub. Because that's what he does. He gets violent. Yeah.
Someone just followed.
Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. I'm gonna get a bunch of follows today. I'm like, whoa. The people looking at me when I'm sweaty. I had a very sweaty day. Even my cup is sweating. That seemed loud. The Bulbasaur sound. That would be Mix It Up. Like I said, I have a problem with Mix It Up that every time I update literally anything. Anytime I update literally anything, all of my sounds are just really fucking loud.
Go on, Scran, get out of here, you moochers! That's right, keep moving!
You know what? Yeah.
Except you stay.
That one's fine. Tad bit loud.
Will somebody suppress that crowd?
106? Damn! Alright, then I'll turn Chrome up. So you can hear the music better. Why are you living in the desert? That's crazy. The humans are not built for the desert. Especially because you're pale. I don't get violent. I aggressively voice my displeasure with the cancer of advertising capitalist culture. That's true. Whoa! I just got here.
Bulba boy. Bulba boy.
Hi, Joe.
Raid? You're talking about
Viewers.
right?
Viewers.
Yeah. And you're talking about raiding their
Streams.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, new friend alert. Hello, the post guy. Hello, lazy princess. Welcome. Welcome on in. How are you today? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Doing fantastic things today. Hello, lazy princess. How are you today? Dry heat is better than humidity, but yes, my pale Scot-Irish skin hates the sun. Girl, I felt that during your tire change video. You were turning red just by holding a camera outside for 10 minutes. Hello, Mary... FM Mariani Colon. I feel so bad. How are you? I just wrapped up my work day and saw a fellow trans individual. That's me! It's Pride Month. I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, I am Holden and/or the Bulba Boy, and I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy. I'm the smallest guy in the world. I'm actually taller than Danny DeVito. That's my fun fact. FM. Okay, cool. No, you don't need to apologize. That's who you are, you know? But I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm like, it's been a long day and I didn't take my meds today, so I'm just like, what are words? You know? But I am a trans and neurodivergent streamer who plays indie and Nintendo games. Yay! I played every single Zelda in release order. That was cool. That took 4 years. Cheetos are taller than Danny DeVito. That's true. He, like, uses those as kindling for his, winter cottage or something. I don't know. I'm imagining a wholesome, cozy game where Danny DeVito is a tiny little man and he has to survive off snack foods and whatever. Makes a house out of pretzels. The same height as Kevin Hart. Interesting. I think I remember Prince being 5'1". And I'm 5'0". Like, I'm just It didn't get any bigger. It didn't get any bigger than that. I hit 11 years old and my body's like, nah, we don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. That's fine. I don't need to grow. How tall is Kevin Hart? I need to Google this. Kevin Hart height. He's 5'2"? That's wild. I already know I'm taller than Robert Reich. Robert Reich is 4'10", I think. Let me look this up. Hold on. Robert Reich height. Yeah, he's 4'11". He's 4'11". Okay. I'm taller than Robert Reich. Holy shit! You guys see this picture of him? That's Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton and Robert Reich. That's me when anybody is near me. Oh, that makes my day. It literally makes my day. Be a short king like Robert Reich. Imagine you standing next to Taylor Swift. Hi, you should redistribute your income. Just like that. Just like that. Why isn't Bill Clinton naked in this picture? Exactly! Damn it! That's gonna leave a mark on my leg. We have an in-joke about... yeah, we have a little in-joke about naked Bill Clinton because of one of my main mods' wife lives in Germany, and we had a joke about her homophobic dad looking at pictures of naked Bill Clinton. Yep, Jill's wife, Jilly Pants' wife. Me, Robert, the girl in the heels I want to talk to. That's so real. That's so real. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, thank you for joining in on the raid, by the way, Post Guy, and anyone who came in on this raid, like Lazy Princess and FM, and other folks who are also lurking and being wonderful people. IRL comes before URL, so if you need to, like, drink some water, have a little stretchy, have some pizza rolls or whatever, I just had some. That was some good stuff. You know, take care of your body, do the things you need to do for yourself, because that's important. Do that first. Then you can come and hang out afterwards. Or if you need to go to bed, do it. Go to bed. That's important. I know as soon as stream is done, I'm going straight to bed because I'm tired. I had a really long day. I'm gonna run, but leave you up lurking. I did just work and do stuff all day. Buddy Sam. Buddy Sam, I'm gonna follow you back though. I'm gonna check you out because you see your community seems really cool. Oh, you got a cat. I like your cat. That's really cute. I love cats. I may have to order some lava pockets because now you gave me this craving. Good. Absolutely good. So, I hope that my cat shows up at some point. But whenever I'm chatting, he's like, nah. Thank you. We do a lot of co-working and chatting. Sometimes I play games, but not too often. I love that vibe because I love co-working, but I don't stream co-working, but I love watching co-working streamers because it's like, I want to be productive. And then people are out there not people in my community are like, nah, I don't want a coworker. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Or they're never busy whenever I'm co-working. But he liked to hang out when you were passenger princessing during Chain of Memories. Yeah, he did. Yesterday we had the door closed though, because Nana was singing. I have these gluten-free, corn-free pizza rolls that are the bomb. Girl, share. Come share. I want to know. Like, while I'm not gluten-free, I would love to try good gluten-free stuff. Come body double, yay! I'm excited, because I'm having gender-affirming surgery next month, so I'll have some time to just, like, get stuff done for once without the crushing fist of capitalism forcing me to give up 8+ hours of my day. But hey, Donkey Kong Bonanza trailer just came out. That game looks amazing. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who wants to watch it on their own, but I'm gonna sink a lot of my free time into that, too. Need to find a good body double option, yeah. There's like one streamer, not a streamer, there's a podcast that me and Nana listen to, and in their Discord server they do body doubling, but it's always like the middle of my day, it's always when I'm working, and it's like my prime time to co-work is like Sundays.
Someone just followed.
Whoa, Squid! Thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow. I have anonymous follows to prevent people who have inappropriate nicknames from following me and getting shouted out. Squid, what is your preferred Pokemon to draw and Pride Flag? That was me. Sorry to interrupt you. No, you're good. You're absolutely good. Part of me wants to bring back the shout outs, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Things got really sketchy for a while there. I don't know. That was a weird time. Cough, cough, November. I got lines on my leg from slapping my leg after thinking about Naked Bill Clinton. Oop, hello!
I guess you're gonna miss the
Hello, Rangers.
Hooray.
Hello.
Bulbaboy.
E-raid. You're talking about,
Viewers.
right?
Viewers.
Yeah.
And you're talking about raiding their
Streams.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Oh yeah.
It is dissociation music. I'll share my playlist with you guys. It's the video game elevator music for spacing out. Oh my god, how did you know? Hello! Yes, welcome on in. I'm part of a Fruity raid train today. So I'm in the stream team Fruities. I see Fruities team is, we'll shout out Fruities team as well as Reezy. Anyone able to shout out for me, please? Because my fingers are not that fast today. But welcome on in, Fruities. How are you all today? Are you feeling fruity? Because you better be. You better be. You better be. All these fruits but no veggies, SMH. Yeah, vegetables are important. I think I literally just saved a meme on my phone. It's important. Of the top 5 pirate rules. Rule number 4 of the pirate code, eat your vegetables. There you go. Tomatoes and avocados are fruits. Correct. I always say that I am a man in the way that a tomato is a fruit. I don't belong in a fruit salad. I do belong in a fruit salad. Let's be honest. But anyway, welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Holden, and/or the Bulbaboy, and I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm really small. I am a trans neurodivergent content creator who plays indie and Nintendo games. And yes, Shrap, I will draw you a Digimon if you donate. You're filled with seeds? Not for long! Actually, Vaporeon and Aromantic. Ooh. Vaporeon. Aromantic. Yes, anyone who donates, so we're, like, everyone who came in on the, anyone who came in on the raid train would already probably knows that we're doing a fundraising for Tiltify, for, It Gets Better. Let's check out the stats right now. Let's check out the stats. Refreshing it right now. Oh, they pushed the goal of 3,700. We're almost in the top 10. I want to get in the top 10, y'all. Let's get me to the top 10. We're currently at 99.69, baby. That episode of the Rugrats where Chucky has watermelon grow in his tummy. Yes! I was so scared to swallow the seeds of a watermelon. So anyone who donates to this charity today, I will draw you a Pokemon in the pride flag colors of your choice. So I've drawn several of those. If you'd like a link to some of those, let me pull up my link on Blue Sky for that. But I love drawing Pokemon, so I'll do that. But in Shrap's case, I'll draw him a Digimon. I don't know a single thing about Digimon. I tried. Here is a link to my example of my work of drawing Pokemon. Oh, here, let me just copy it into Chrome. I do everything in Opera, but, like, Stream works better with Chrome. We got this Meowth, which was done for Too Late Lewis, done in the pride flag colors. I did this one for Orville.
I guess
Another one! Holy cow!
Bulbaboy.
Hello!
Bulbaboy.
E-raid.
Oh my gourd!
You're
I'm just
talking
here.
Viewers.
about, right?
Viewer viewers.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you're
That's a
talking about
triple.
raiding their
Streams.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hello, I am Mr. Burns. Oh my god, chill the fuck out. Thank you so much, Kiki Pendragon and Nixvale for the raid. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna double play apparently. But thank you for the raids. I was only expecting 1 and then I just got 4. Oh my god, you're so nice. Well, welcome on in, Raiders. How are you today? My name is Holden, and/or the Bulba Boy, and I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I am a neurodivergent trans content creator who plays indie and Nintendo games. And I'm showing off some incentives, so I show. Did we get any more? Not yet. Okay, so I'm showing off, we're fundraising today for It Gets Better. Here's me. The link is pinned. You can also do exclamation point, tiltify. I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Kiki Pendragon. Hell yeah! I hope that's going great. I love hearing people talk about that game. I personally feel like that game is overwhelming. There's so much to do in it. I would get lost. I was a big fan of Dragon Age, so it seems like something I would like. That's for sure. Okay, my goal is to get in the top 10. If we hit 200, which is my goal for my personal campaign, I'm gonna do a special stream where me and 3 other artists are gonna draw a Pokemon from memory. If we surpass that, we'll see. We'll see. So, I'm showing off some of the incentives. So the first one I showed off for Too Late Lewis, I drew this Rainbow Meowth. I made it really understated, you know, but still you could tell it's a pride Pokemon. Then for Orville, I did this one of Quagsire and Whipper in the Femboy flag colors, because we love our little resident femboy icon. And like, I love with the little ribbons. What are they fastened to on the Quagsire? I don't know. I did this one for Porter, which is a trans Snorlax. And then this one for Kelly's Kitties, which is bisexual Sprigatito. That's about the charity. I should have made a spiel. Ooh. Oh my god, hello. Thank you for the ooh. Oh, that's Orville. Hello, a bit about me. I'm an autistic, non-binary pan VTuber who plays retros, RPGs, and variety, while also using the channel to advocate for neurodivergence with autism and neurodivergence in general. I used to be called Indiana... Yes! I remember! You were Indiana Minotaur. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Bulba Boy.
Raid.
Bulba Boy.
E-raid. You're talking
It
about
just came up.
Viewers.
right?
Viewer viewers.
Yeah.
And you're talking about raiding their
Streams.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I remember now. It gets better. I thought that everyone knew what It Gets Better is, but let me pull up the website. You came to the perfect place, Nix. You really did, because this chat is autistic as hell. Like, so very much neurodivergent, queer, autistic folks here, and I love that. Can confirm, yep. Literally, like, most of us are autistic. There's maybe, like, 1 or 2 folks here who are not. Yeah. Nickelodeon doesn't want you to remember the Panty Raid episode, but today's raid train will ensure you never forget. Exactly. You better remember panties. And we love that. Exactly. Alright, let's see. Let me find the mission statement for this. About us. Alright. Here we go. I thought everyone knew what It Gets Better is, but that was a mistake. It Gets Better! It's a non-profit organization with a mission to uplift, empower, and connect lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and queer youth around the globe. It's about likely LGBT youth are 3 times more likely to struggle with self-esteem and half as likely to receive the support they need. It gets better to aim to connect with LGBTQ youth before they experience crisis, connecting them to community, equipping them with the language, tools, and resources they need to better navigate adolescence and their unique sexual orientation or gender identity journey. Preventative efforts to support LGBTQ youth have a direct impact on their mental health, academic performance, and overall well-being. We accomplish this in 3 ways. Storytelling! Storytelling is at the heart of our effort to empower LGBTQ youth around the globe. We share stories that inspire hope, stories that spark conversations, and stories that can inform and positively influence a sexual orientation or gender identity journey. Education, It Gets Better EDU exists to ensure uplifting, informative stories reach LGBTQ youth and their peers wherever learning takes place. With an impactful youth ambassador program, student-driven grant-making initiatives, and growing library of free educational resources for educators and student leaders, thousands of middle and high school students engage with It Gets Better EDU programming. And building global community. World's largest storytelling effort to empower LGBTQ youth. Investing in local, like-minded organizations outside the US, It Gets Better brings storytelling and other life-affirming support communities to LGBTQ youth around the globe. So yeah, they help out other local charities as well. So there might be a local specific charity near you that gets its funding from It Gets Better. So if you want to donate, the link is there. And it's also here at !tiltify. And anyone who donates will get a Pride Pokemon. And then once we hit $200, we'll do a special stream. So I'm very excited. So anyway, thank you so much for the raid. Let me catch up on chat for a second. But we love us neurodivergent folks. We are all very, very autistic here. And I love to make autistic friends. So you further solidified, Nyx, that I'm gonna hang out with you more often, because hell yeah. And Reezy, I forgot, you were the main person rating me today, and I forgot to ask you, how was your stream? What were you doing? Tell me more about it. And fellow Fruities, thank you for coming in today. I'm gonna follow Reezy. I can't believe I'm not following you yet. There's so many people in the stream team, I'm overwhelmed. Your Pride Pokemon are cute. Thank you. I cannot click the link on the Tiltify post, but I will go with the pin. Oh, is it not working? Oh, it does show up. Okay, cool. Just making sure. I will go to the pin. Okay, cool. I clicked it. It's working. It's also on my Blue Sky. It's also... I'm going to leave a link up for the next 24 hours, too. So if you suddenly do not have money until 24 hours from now, there's the option. I'm definitely missing some of the new members on the team. I have to go back to the list and see who I'm missing. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many people in the team, and like, I've been streaming for 5 years now, so it's like, I gotta keep up with so many people, and I'm like, oh my god, and then I gotta remember who I used to watch and who I don't watch, and then I want to make... The other problem is that, you know, I work a very intense job, so it's like the crushing fist of capitalism keeps me from being able to fully participate in the stream team in the way that I'd like. So, like... But like I said in the earlier, to one of the earlier raids, I'm getting gender-affirming surgery next month, so I'm gonna be able to spend more time sitting at my computer talking to people, so... I can hang out with my little friends on my computer now. So yeah. You know, I'm getting spayed. I won't be having any kittens anytime soon. Or ever. Maybe Nano should get me a cone. Nano, should I wear a cone? It's funny, because thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. You have one in the freezer. That's an ice cream cone. You can't wear an ice cream cone. I'm gonna finish that after stream. I ate too much yesterday and the day before. Yeah, you can wear an ice cream cone on your shirt as a mistake. But, it's funny because I started streaming right after my top surgery. And I was like, that was in 2020. I was like, I have nothing to do and I'm off work for a month and a half. Why don't I start Twitch streaming? And now, here I am 5 years later, and I'm like, well, time for part 2. Let's go. Got nothing to do for a month and maybe a half. 1331. Is there a significance in that number? I'm just curious. Mel, what Pokemon and color pride flag would you like? The one that Mel did last year was a Slack Off in the rainbow colors. Love it so much. Yeah, I know. It's like symmetry. Makes me feel really happy. Now that we're at 113, I think that means I'm in the top 10, maybe? I'm competitive today. Oh, we're close. We're close. I love this, though. Oh, yeah, it does get better. It does get better. You can go from being absolutely just depressed as hell, and then suddenly you realize you're a funky little man, and then you're like, hey, I'm a funky little man, and then you're like, I feel better. So it does get better. A good while back, I saw someone get the neutered symbol tattooed on themselves because they saw it on their dog, but they didn't know what it meant. I saw that too. I saw that on Reddit, and I'm like, buddy, now you gotta live up to the expectations and go get neutered. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Imagine that. I want to get another tattoo, but you gotta wait at least... You can't get a tattoo after surgery until you're fully healed, apparently. Your body will not want to heal that much. And I already have a shitty body anyway, because I have back pain like you wouldn't believe. Anyway, while we're waiting for people to donate and everyone's all settled in, I'm gonna play Unpacking. I'm gonna keep up my little dissociation playlist. 13 is my lucky number, and I wanted to make the dollars even, and it was perfect because 1331 is a palindrome. Whoa! I love that! I love palindromes. Palindromes. Who's your favorite palindrome? That's great. Well, now we're sitting at 113, and I think that's really awesome. If you want some time to decide your Pokemon, I'll bother you later. But I have the list here, so I'm keeping track of everyone who donates. Every single one. I forgot the D in your name. I just wrote Mellow. Right. If it's yellow, let it mellow. I know you're a nerd. Please flush the toilet. Alright. This book belongs to... Oh, this is a game where we can name ourselves. I gotta do chaos mode for this sometime. Putting everything in the wrong place gives you a bonus mode. I gotta do that. That's crazy fun. I gotta do that. Jay, with $10. Thank you, Jay. I'll bother you later for what Pokemon you want. I have to go take off to get dinner, but I'm gonna leave a lurk up for you, friend. If your train slot is over before I come back downstairs, I hope it goes amazing. Thank you, Kiki. Am I following you? I am not. Let me follow you. Oh my goodness. I gotta keep up with everybody. But thank you! My stepdad is born the 13th and my mom is born the 31st, so they match. Aw, that's cute! I love that! That's really cute. It's so good. Alright. I'm gonna give myself a creative name. I haven't named myself since Zelda. Like, I miss naming my characters. Sneak. Can I type? Am I allowed to type? Sneef Snarf. My name is Sneef Snarf. Do we have audio on this? 1997, I was 2 years old. Hold on. The audio. Did I mute? Oh, I muted the game. Alright. 1997, I was 2 years old. Alright, so this is our beautiful home. We're gonna be unpacking this beautiful home while people chat. And I'll take a reminder at 6:37 and 7:30 about the fundraiser. Get everything out first, and then we'll arrange it. I've played this game before, and anytime I watch other people play it, they never arrange it the way I want it. I played this on my Switch. I've never had it on my PC. So at least now I get the precision of using a mouse. Why are the people stop being born after two? Yes! I think I've shared this story here before that I used to have this coworker, and she was not bright. She got fired because she's not bright. I said something about Homer Simpson, and she's like, who? And I'm like, what do you mean, who? What? Huh? Another one? I'm just chilling.
Bulbaboy.
Oh my god.
Raid.
Hi.
You're talking about
Viewers.
right?
Viewer viewers.
No viewers, how are you?
And you're talking about raiding their
Oh my goodness.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Oh yeah.
Lyrian, thank you for the follow. How are you today? My name is Holden and/or the Bulba Boy, and I'm just a little guy. A little guy. Let me get out of this for a second. Whoa, anonymous for a single $1. What the heck? You don't want a drawing? An anonymous person doesn't want a drawing? Ah! It's a free drawing. Or no, it's not free, but you donated $1, that means you get a drawing. But anyway, welcome on in. My name is Holden, Android the Bulba Boy, and I'm just a little guy. I play indie and Nintendo games, and today we are, today's mention, I'm trans and neurodivergent. Andrew suggested, said you were working on art for a charity too. Yes, I am. I can show it off again. We're doing a charity today for It Gets Better. You can follow the link in the pinned, or type tiltify. And in that case, it will give you a link to our charity that we're doing for It Gets Better. I'll show off my art. Anyone who donates will get... Oops, wrong one. Anyone who donates will get some Pride Pokemon. It's tiltify. Tiltify. Yeah. Anyone who donates will get a Pride Pokemon. So your favorite Pokemon, or a Pokemon that you like, and a Pride flag of your choice. So here's a Rainbow Meowth. Here is a Femboy flag color, Quagsire and Whooper. Here is a Trans Pride Snorlax. Here is a bisexual Sprigatito. So I can do any colors you want, any Pokemon you want. I had some other ones that I did like insane rendering on, but like that would probably be like if you gave a lot of money, because like if I went crazy for every single one, my wrists would be killing me. But yes, if you'd like to, that's Reggia right there. Right there, baby. If you want to donate, you get a Pokemon. Yay. I'll draw it for you, and you'll be happy, and you'll enjoy it. Enjoy it! We're raising money for It Gets Better as part of my raid train with the Pride raid train with the Fruities. I just did a bunch of Pride stickers. There's so many flags now, it's lovely. Yeah. I'm looking for something, like, a really interesting one, so that's why I was glad that both Squid and Reggia chose flags I'm not too familiar with. Like, I remember Aromantic, I think, is the flag. Oh, it's the green one! Yes! Aromantic is a really great flag. And I'm like, those are some of my favorite colors. And I'm out here like, I am very romantic, so I cannot appropriate this flag. Thank you so much for raising money for us. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, It Gets Better. Oh my god. It Gets Better in the house, right here, right now. Hello. Now you guys have to donate. Let's go. Chop chop. Give your money to kids in need. Also, I'm wearing my trans and tired shirt, because it's true. The oppressive fist of capitalism. But thank you so much for coming on in today. I appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating me. That means a lot to me. I love the whole mission. Yes, with the shout out and the shirt, correct. They must raise and run.
Just follow.
Thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. I have anonymous follows because people with rude names following want to get the shout out, so. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. But everyone follow It Gets Better. I'm gonna follow them right now. Hell yeah. Yeah, I have the, like I said, I have the, It Gets Better mission here, if you guys want to look at it. Well, bam. Oh, you want the Sunset Arrow Ace flag? Yeah, I can do that. Sunset Arrow Ace. Is that the pretty, like, blue and orange one? I think. Sunset Arrow Ace. Yeah! That one looks like the flag from Milwaukee. Like, let's see, a Milwaukee flag. Where did it go? It looks like the Milwaukee flag. I'm not from Milwaukee. I have a friend from Milwaukee. Like, what's the difference? No, I love it. I literally love it. It's so good. Literally iconic. Literal iconic choice. That Vaporeon is gonna look gorgeous. So yeah, if you want a drawing of a Pokemon, donate money and you get a Pokemon drawing. If we hit $200, I'm gonna do a special stream where me and 3 other artists will draw Pokemon from memory. So if you want to see that wonderful content that makes you laugh and makes you feel silly inside, you'll get it. You'll get it, buddy, and you'll enjoy it. Alright, we're unpacking. We're unpacking. Unpacking is perfect. A perfect game for It Gets Better, because It Gets Better is about storytelling, and this game is a story. It doesn't look like it right now, but it is a story. Right now we're just in the childhood home of in 1997. Right now I'm just getting everything out, at least out of the 2 major boxes that are in the way of stuff, because like, that's how I am. I need to have space before I unpack. I can't walk over here when there's a box in the way. There we go. This one box is not 2 in the way. Alright, so let's start off with the plushies, because that's important. I have so many goddamn plushies on my bed, and I bought like 3 more. A bit. I'm gonna do them chromatic. Do the pink one first. Part of my beef when I watch people play is they don't do it right. How do you rotate this? There we go. But like, plushies are nice, yeah. I have so many. I recently got a Pomni one. My cat gets to headbutt all my plushies. Yay! It's so nice. I have so many plushies on my bed, it's crazy. I gotta show you guys this one, hold on. It literally looks like me. It's like if I got turned into a plushie if I was a shrimp, which is funny because I'm small. Ugh. It's my shrimp. He looked like me. We both got the fluffy hair. We're the same thing. My cat is lurking, waiting for an opportunity to climb onto my desk and lay down in my arms like the Velcro cat she is. I could tell that you were absolutely struggling during stream because cat was blocking your way from the microphone. Hi Plunge, how are ya? I know, we're a match made in heaven. Match made in heaven. It's supposed to be a fried shrimp, but like I don't eat seafood. So, you know, I'm gonna keep this right here. She's adorable, but she's a menace. Yeah, she is. Is that Oppo? Yo, Oppo? Oppo. Alright. Radio's gonna go over here. It fits really well in one of these slots. I think that there's some CDs as well. Can go into a slot next to it. That over there. Oh, Malady, yeah. Malady likes to commit crime. Trash can goes under. But under. That's how it goes. Put you there for now. Yeah, I'm a very picky person, so when I watch other people play this, I'm like, no, you're not putting it right. But that's the beauty. It's a subjective game. It's subjective. So, people do it different. But I gotta play it, so it's done my way. Opal was headbutting my arm while I was sitting in the living room. Aww, that's so cute. Oppo. So yeah, from the story so far, you can tell this person is Jewish. They have a dreidel. Was it made out of clay? I would assume so. You put the locket in there. You put the diary in there because it's a secret. The thing there, the. I like what Squid said. you put the ruler under the bed to measure your sleep. Like, that's funny. That's real funny. I always put the diary under the pillow. You can do that? Hold the phone. Shh. Can you move the curtains? No. That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. I learn something new every day. Toys, toys, lots of toys. I hate that those don't line up like that. Put one of the plushies in the chair. Oh, that's so cute. Plushies are on the bed, baby. I live in like a literal nest. Put those next to each other. No. They will rankle me. Ugh. Statement of Jonathan, your mama. Crayons. Procedure. Okay. Oh, that's Peter Pan! It says pee-pee on it, but it's Peter Pan. Farm animals stay together. I love this rhino. The cat has attempted her ascension onto the desk and has been thwarted. Yeah, I don't know what it is about your cat, absolutely... Oh, it's an orc. Okay, my bad. Your cat's obsession with trying to infiltrate on stream. I think it's really iconic. Yeah. It's a Jewish troll who wants to play dreidel with its friends on Hanukkah. I think that's cute. The books need to be by size, or else I'll explode into a million pieces. You put your toys away like a good kid. Except your Tamagotchi gets space on the desk. For now, okay. It's gonna be beautiful. Dagrin! So much stuff. Oh my god, more plushies. I'm not ready yet! You're crazy! Don't take pictures yet. Alright. Alright. I want to line them up chromatically, because that's pretty. Hold and right click the Rubik's Cube. Oh my god. She been solved! We're living in a beautiful world. I'm gonna put it right there. Be proud of it. So many more books. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love literature. I never have time to read, or energy to read. The crushing fist of capitalism. Yay! Remember, kids, it gets better. Your life won't always be hounded by capitalism. Hopefully. Hopefully. Scissors. That's an expensive item. I should put that. Not. Bottom. Go. Keep your Game Boy near your desk too. That's an emotional support item. Bottoms are plenty expensive. What? What? In me? I'm a bottom. Especially the bratty ones, you gotta buy them treats like constantly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Luckily, I am not bratty. I am annoying, and I could be bratty. But I'm not. There, I like that better. Fucking flashlight, where am I gonna put you? No, wait. Wait. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, there's just room for stuff. We can always put the ball over here if we want, but I like the ball being on the floor. It just feels... You know, this is a good room. I would live here. I would be happy and cozy. I love all my little friends. I live here. 1997. Thank you. Finally, my own room. I'm all grown up. I'm all grown up, baby. Alright, it's 2004. 2004. I was 9 years old. I broke my leg when I was 9. The old gateway. Fire that shit up. Let's go. We're gonna play some RuneScape on that and Neopets on that baby. Got a poster of Murmur. I remember having a 2 monitor. Me too. That was the good life. Alright, let me open that. Rude. But also, yeah, that is the life I have right now where all of my hangers do not match whatsoever. Like, damn it, do be that way. I also love the scuff marks on the floor. Great detail. Got some art supplies. Art supplies. Book. Looks like a hand... Oh, that's an art drawing book. So probably a textbook. Dancing book. Book that is for the of dancing. Put that there for now. I will move it. Because look at all this stuff. That's the good life, baby. Goes on the floor so you can turn it on with your toe. Who else out there turn their computer on with their toe? That's the good life. Cable management. I don't know who she is. This is our OC. I did that. Yeah, the toe button, yeah. There's a Germa stream where he accidentally turns off his computer with his toe in the middle of the stream, and he's like, uh-oh, and then you just see the stream go dark. That goes to the bathroom. That goes to the bathroom. Oh, it's dabbing. Yeah. Hello, Furry. Have an amazing stream. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, Furry. Eat that pizza. Eat that pizza, my boy. I ate some pizza rolls today. It makes me feel better. Organizing's going great. I'm in my beautiful home of 2004. Who else remembers 2004? Barely remember it, not gonna lie. Like I said, I broke my leg in 2004. I was skiing. You haven't seen Camper Van. It reminded me of Unpacking. My thing about Camper Van is that... Oh, my unmentionables. Oh, I'm sorry, my unmentionables are out. With that, decorating a van like that, you go over a bump, all of that stuff is broken, destroyed, out of place. Only hairline fractures. Well, mine was also a hairline fracture, but like, but not, you know? Like, it still took a long time to heal because it was my tibia. My whole ass tibia. Ooh, my unmentionables are out. So try camper van, you move too slow is my problem. Yeah, I love the Doc Martens. Yeah, because I get nervous that all the tchotchkes you put are gonna, like, all of your tchotchkes for your camper van are gonna fall over. You go around one roundabout, it's over. Yeah, boy. Hello, Kyo! How are you? It's been a million years. How are you, Kyo? I hope you're having a great day. Maybe even one that is Gra 9, which is more than Gra 8. But not as much as Gra 10, but it could be. I'm sorry. No, you're good! You don't need to say sorry. You're here, and you're living. And that's important. Okay, how are you? I'm chilling. I got me Shimp. Me and the Shimp. We're hanging out. We're raising money for It Gets Better. I was gonna do a reminder at 6:30 and I forgot. I'll do a reminder at the end of this room. How about that? Boy is out here hyper-focusing, because I love doing this kind of shit. Oh, I definitely need that. My spine is angry. My spine said, I hate you. And I said, thanks, spine. We put the Game Boy on the bed. Make it overheat. Yeah, the blue jeans. I want to move them eventually. We gotta make a underwear underwear drawer. You're definitely more organized than I was when playing this. That's how I am, though. Like, everything has a place, and I've played this game before. I've watched other people play it. I don't do it the way I want it, so I'm gonna do it the way I want it. Oh, those are socks. Oh, my bad. The socks and the underwear are separate. I gotta figure out all the colors of the underwear first before I put them all away. Those are washcloths, I think. Oh, those are underwear. By the way, during this level, you're supposed to put the toaster in a wildly inappropriate spot for an achievement. Oh yeah, you have to go, beep, beep. I knew about that one. I love that one. Literally iconic. No. Which, It Gets Better. You don't have to do that. Donate to It Gets Better. Exclamation point tiltify. Follow the link in my pinned comment. It Gets Better. Don't do it. The world is meant to have you in it. I hope you know that. Alright, I hate this kind of shelving because I can't reach shit. I'm short! I'm like 1 foot tall! Let's put you in the bathroom. For now. See, like, I would not have packed things for different rooms in the same box. I absolutely would not have put my toaster in the same package as my underwear. That's just unhinged. You gotta get all your Gilmore Girls DVDs. My mouse pad. That's a cute mouse pad. I have a mouse pad on my throne. Yeah, even I want. Yeah, everything goes by room. Obviously.
Table tennis.
Table tennis. Table tennis. Table tennis, yeah. Table tennis, yeah. I rarely go by room. What do you mean? You just like when you sort stuff, or everything has a place. Everything has a place. That's Alex Hirsch shirt. Yeah, sort by type. Oh, okay. I arrange my closet in a special way too. It's like collar style and sleeve style. Picky sit in the sun. What's on the pink shirt? Move this. It looks like a sad person. I can't tell. Someone on a photograph. I don't know who. I see stuff goes in the corner because I don't use them often. That's real. Just gotta take everything out before I put it in its place. Girl, we're still playing soccer. Alright. Oh, right. That. Oh, dear lord. Dear lord. Hurt. Clock. It's 4 p.m., baby. I want it here. Within reach. That's a Homestuck shirt if I've ever seen one. Got the Moon of Durst. That one's a frog. I heart frogs. Oh, that's fancy. That has to be hung up. See, I hang up all my shirts. I don't want my shirts to be wrinkled. You get a wrinkled shirt. That's gross. I mean, you can have a wrinkled shirt. I can't have a wrinkled shirt. Distressed jeans, red flannel, cherry red Doc Martens, loose graphic tees. This person's a lesbian. That's a jammy top. Those are jammy bottoms. That's a jammy top. Yankee sleeping gang. It's comfier that way. I think it's lesbians, plural. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go, lesbians, let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go, lesbians, let's go! So yes, let's go, lesbians, let's go!
All the nice stuff, yeah. Yeah, every day is scuffed.
Let's go, lesbians! Oh my god, lesbians!
My god, lesbians. Oh, there's so much stuff and so little space. But now I can put this here. I can't. That's cool. Where do I put it? Probably down here. Where my art supplies are. That will look better for now. So much stuff, so little space. That's a notebook for school. So much stuff. What was that product that came out that had that really aggressive commercial? It's like, too much stuff, not enough space. Too much stuff, not enough space. Too much stuff, not enough space. I still think about that all the time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The vacuum, yeah, the vacuum sealer bags, yeah. Nothing fits here. Way too high. I'm gonna put it over here. don't know about these. For now. I don't know. Keeping your yearbook. If you liked school, that's cool. I did not like school. Alright. Let's work on this closet. Oh, a planner! Oh! Alright, that's going on the desk. Where'd that other go? This one. Keep them together. Soccer ball. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't keep my yearbook. You think I want to look at that person? Underwear. Oh, they're matching. Oh, so satisfying. And it's correct, yearbooks don't have clasps. Thank you. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Love when it lines up. What's it supposed to look like? The evil booby cages. Free the nipple. Free the nipple. Put this here. No. I can't do that. It took me far too long to realize that the more round ones are socks. Yeah, I forgot about that. Froggy shirt has to be hung up. Fancy shirt in the back. Please move. But yeah, I arranged my shirts by colors, sleeve length, and collar type. I'm unhinged like that. Gonzo's round blue bosoms have suffered in a thimble-sized cage for too long. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel bad for anyone who doesn't get the joke. Can I put that there? Yes! There we go! Oh, that's better. But yeah, it's from a ClickHole article. Occasion and type. Yeah, like I said, sleeve length. And collar type. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah. Porsche, I love art supplies. I don't know where to put them. I don't want to put them on a high shelf because it'd be hard to reach because I want to use them. Okay, let's put the music up higher. Sure. And I would have to reach at the time. Something about the shirts is they have to face the same direction. Yes! They do! They do! They have to face the right direction. Gosh, those art supplies are big. Ruler. Alright, more stuff. Let's go get more stuff. Alright, baby. It's almost 7 o'clock, so you know what? It's 7 o'clock in my heart. We're gonna talk again about the charity. Y'all, we're raising money for It Gets Better. Did you know that? I hope you know that. If you donate money to It Gets Better, I will draw you a Pride Pokemon. So if you click in the link, if you click the link above, right there, yeah, you will go right to this page, and you click Donate Now, and then I will draw you a Pride Pokemon, and that will be really cool and awesome. Here are some Pride Pokemon I've done. I did this Rainbow Meowth one time. I did a Femboy Pride Quagsire and Whooper. I did a Trans Pride Snorlax. I did a Bisexual Sprigatito. I've done so many more, and they're so awesome. But Fruities, as a group together, has fundraised $3,576.72. Nice. You are part of that, and we're almost in the top 10. We're almost there. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be amazing, and you're all gonna go, "Whoa! We're at $124, guys." That means we're more than halfway done to our goal of $200. If we hit $200, if we hit 200 doll hairs, we will be doing a special stream where 4 artists will play Pokemon from memory. We'll draw Pokemon from memory. If you want to see that, you know what to do. Give your money to an important cause that helps young folks who are queer have a better chance to know themselves, feel safe, and know that the world is not always against them. Because it's true, it's not. There are good places for everybody out there. I bet this bag had a red cross on it and they had to change it. Oh, booby cage. Some period products. I'm getting my innards taken out. I won't need those anytime soon. Whoa! Jilly Pants with 10 doll hairs. Thank you for the 10 doll hairs, Jilly. You are gay. Jilly. Let me know at your earliest convenience what Pokemon and flag you would like. I will draw it for you. And I will actually have the time to do it. I will have the time to do it. More putty paper. Oh dear lord. Omnisexual, extra curvy Hatterene. Bet! I love Hatterene. Hatterene. Omnisexual. Literally obsessed with the fact that everyone's choices have been very different pride flags, and I love that. Identify with how it likes to violently silence people who mess with the chill vibe. I love drawing extra curvy stuff. You get it. You get it, Redria. Hell yeah. I always say to people, because I have to ask people their weight for my job, and whenever they'll say too much, I say, how do you get a beach body? You take a body and you put it on a beach. Because it's true. There really is honestly no wrong way to have a body, per se. That doesn't go in the bathroom. That goes in here. I picked my 2 flags, and I love Scovillain. Love me some 2-headed Pokemon. You saw his wireless and was like, oh yeah. I don't like storing toilet paper like this. I don't like storing toilet paper like that. Modern idea of the beach body is fundamentally flawed. Correct. Make a donut for your wife. I'm on it. Any good beach body would have claws. Correct. I'm here for crab life. Yeah, make a dono for your wife. Your wife should know that she is safe with us. Shell with $10. Have Shell let me know what Pokemon and Pride Flag she wants. I love drawing Pokemon. But yeah, like that's the thing that just absolutely fries me is that all of our standards that the doctor goes off of or whatever are all standards that are way, way outdated. It's like, okay, I don't want to look like I'm straight from the 80s with my absolutely non-existent body. Like, come on. I hate that it does not open up. She's asleep, but I know what she likes. Trans Riolu. Yeah! She's a fellow, dungeon, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon degenerate like me. Riolu. Hell yeah. I've not heard from Orville, Melody, or Jay. PM Degenerate, yes. I really hope they make another one soon. I will explode if they do. Ugh. I don't use my toaster often. It smells funny. Toasters are so hard to clean. Sugma balls. Yeah! Pokemon Mystery Dungeon! One of my favorite games. That was the first video game to ever make me cry. Oh right, because you love Dusknoir! Oh my god, that's another fellow from the game. Toss them into a shower now. The toaster? Yeah. Wait, I should go there. Jar out of reach is another achievement. Yeah. So like, I'm gonna share a story about Jill visiting my house. She rearranged our entire fucking kitchen. And she was like, your house doesn't make sense. Note, Jill is like a whole foot taller than me. Yeah, everything didn't make sense to her because it was built for my tiny little body. I was very much in distress about what goes where. I tried to put stuff where you could reach most of it. Some of the stuff was where I definitely could not reach it. You underestimated how tiny I am. I am just a little guy. I am in fact the littlest guy. Cutting board goes up high so it can fall and hit you in the forehead like it did with me. Leave you with a badass scar. I think Nana would hate if every 5 minutes I'd be like, Nana, I can't reach a thing. I like to keep the pots low. Trash bags. I don't like putting heavy things up high, but with the way this apartment is built, you gotta. Spatula. Mr. Squidward. Me spatula. Drift away. Mr. Squidward. An extra, yeah, there we go. I got taller than my grandma. My grandpa took me aside and told me I could call her a shrimp. Shrimp. Yeah, my current apartment has an outlandish amount of like high counters and cabinets. I have to fight for my life to get a lot of things. So I just keep it down really low. Here's my keyboard. I think she is a high 4 foot. I'm taller than her, presumably. It's hard being a little guy. Ain't nobody understand. Unless you are also a little guy. A knife! Go. A boot. Is shrimp sized. It's hard being a little shrimp. A shimp. Alright. Oh, this is arranged. Figure it out. I'm so picky. Here, how about we put these here? We can put the mugs there. Oh, you don't put the little plates on the big plates like I do? The little plates have a special spot. Oh. Give me the soap. I'm working it. I'll get it. I'll get it. This is absolutely how a house should not be arranged. God damn. Oh wait, you know what? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Yeah. Who is the architect of this home? Why did they say a homie needs no space to store shit? I'm autistic. I need space for all my tchotchkes. I'm always collecting stuff. No. Yeah, no. The taller one on the back, obviously. This person doesn't have color changing cups like I do. Yeah, buddy. I recently learned of a community market thing in my city, and I must restrain myself. Tell me a little bit more. What do you mean by a community market? Coffee. Sugar. Oh, they want the oil down here? Or is that soap? People can sell stuff on the side of the street and stuff. Oh, okay. That's really cool. That's really cool. Alright, that looks better. Be like me and store your dishes in the dishwasher. Because I'm a forgetful bitch and I forget to empty it. Yeah, that looks good. Well, there's space up there too. But I don't like storing stuff up there because you can't reach it. You know? You know? But I would live here. I live here. This is nice. Peekaboo. Actually, the one of the apartment that I streamed when I was streamed in, had a cabinet like this. That's the one where I almost pooped myself during what's it? Who's it's falling this grabby hands McFall friends. Give it fall flat, thank you. Jeebum Crow. I'm trying. Yeah, because me and my roommate at the time didn't have a plunger. Alright. 2007. I was 12 years old. I had dysphoria. And it comes with a map! Look at all this stuff. All this stuff, baby, all this stuff. So I assume this is us moving in with a friend, or some friends. I was 17 and graduated high school in 2007. Cool. Here we are, moving in with a friend. And there's not a lot of stuff for our space. Not a lot of space for our stuff. That's a bedroom. What is that? That book is too big for... Oh, here we go. It's hard being a stuff haver. I love being a stuff haver, but there's never room for the stuff that you have. Hehe. Lizard have friend. I love the butterflies, that's cool. Fine. No. The problem with this place is I can never tell what's mine and what's not mine. Damn, you go in the kitchen. Oh my god, the dirty... Oh, Oh. I do not miss living with someone who just left their shit like that. Ugh. Me going through my music videos, they're like, wow, yes, these all released 15 years ago, got it. Yes! Oh my god. Or like, I try to remember, this is a thing from my fellow autistic homies. Remembering your hyperfixations from different ages, and then trying to place yourself in how you were at the time. Like, who was I at different ages, you know? GameCube. So this was 2007, it said. That was when I was 12. So my hyperfixation at the time, I think was 6th grade. That was when I was into Mythbusters. And I thought science was cool and I wanted to do science stuff. That's Mario Kart. This is Wind Waker. That's Super Monkey Ball. I love Mythbusters. It's a great show. Banky! Banky on the couch! That is Sonic. Can I stack them in a different way? No. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. The way the video games look in my house is very pretty. Animal Crossing, yeah! Simpsons Hit and Run. I love playing this last year. Hi, Cryshard, hi! Simpsons Hit and Run. Right, we're gonna move this giant fucking book. It's not helping me. Alright, shirt goes in my room. Giant fucking book goes in my room. The lower shelf on the coffee table. Yeah. And? Sweet Wild Thing. Hello! How are you? It has books on it. Oh, the coffee table! Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying the center console. Happy Pride to you too. How are you today? That your day is going fantastic. Wonderful and amazing. Oh, my little guy right there. Don't get in the way of the lizard. Or the bug. Stick bug? Not stick bug. He's stick bugged. That should be good. It's so hard to tell what's mine and what isn't. Oh, these nerds playing D&D. What are they, my upstairs neighbor? Playing D&D and shit. Doing well, been busy, but good. How are you? Also busy, but good. The world is so fast. I am so small. So hard to keep up with the fast world. Screaming, crying, throwing up. Screaming, crying, throwing up. You're so right. Screaming, crying, throwing up at the thought of our upstairs neighbor playing D&D. Affectionate. I like it. I think it's fun. My immediate friends, I don't like the way that they play. I'm sorry, I don't understand 2.5E or 3.5E or whatever E you're playing. You're not gonna make me learn anything but E5 or whatever. Yeah, the 5th edition. It ain't happening. I'm not learning any other edition. Speaking of D&D, I invited Whisper to a server where a bunch of TRPGs are hosted, and he joined at least 2 games. Aw, he making friends. I'm proud of him. Whisper's a good guy. He deserves good things. His beautiful almost wife. Books. Too many books. Kitty. That goes in the bed. Specifically a D&D server, yeah. One of the games is run by very good friends, so I'm excited for them to have a meeting of the Tisms. Yeah, Tism it up! Plushies in the bed. Plushies in the bed. Always gonna put my plushies in the bed. Yeah, we're gonna keep it dabbing. Yeah. Sweet, sweet Mother Mary, this space is so small. Oh, there's my closet, okay. Bestie, you need to buy some coat hangers. Here we got a beautiful furry lady who's round. It's chicken time. Oh my god, another one! I lost count.
Vulnerable.
E-Raid!
Hi.
You're talking about,
Hello.
Viewers.
right?
Welcome. How
Viewer
are you?
viewers.
Yeah.
And you're talking about raiding their
Streams.
for their
Viewership.
right?
Oh yeah.
A-Spec Podcast Raid. Hello! How is your A-Spec Podcast? If you're not following Ty, follow Ty. If you're on the asexual or aromantic spectrum, check out Ty. They do interviews with people and put it on their podcast. So if you are a A-Spec individual and would like to be on a podcast sharing your story with Neko Yasha, yeah. If you're an A-Spec person and would like to share your story, I know someone who can help you out. And, you can share your story with Ty. Which that's part of It Gets Better, is sharing your story. But let me introduce myself, and then we'll introduce the charity. So, if you do not know me, my name is Holden, or the Bulba Boy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little tiny little guy. A small little guy. And I play indie and Nintendo games. I am a queer, trans, neurodivergent streamer. I'm very neurodivergent, especially right now. We are raising money for It Gets Better. We're so close to our goal of $200. We're at $144. Did you know that if you donate, I will draw for you. I will draw art for you. I will draw you a Pokemon and your favorite pride flag. You learn new things about me sexuality every day. Yep, that's the good thing. I'll draw a Pokemon for you if you donate. A Pokemon in your pride flag colors of choice. You want a bisexual Sprigatito? You want a trans Snorlax? You want a femboy Quagsire and Whooper? You want a rainbow Meowth? These are pictures I drew myself. And I'll draw one for you if you donate. Check out the link in my pinned or tiltify. Follow that link and you can donate. Fruities as a whole so far has donated 3,596. Let's make it 3,600. That would be really cool. It would also be really cool if this number hit 200, because if we hit 200, I'll do a stream with me and 3 other artists. And while playing Unpacking. I noticed this grammar error after I made the picture. And while playing. If we get 200, I'll do a stream where me and 3 other artists will draw Pokemon from memory. So, you want to donate? Where's my thingy? You want to donate? You want to donate? You want to donate? You want to support queer kids? You want to support queer people living their best lives? You want to see queer kids grow up to become queer adults?
Someone just followed.
Yeah! That's not a donation, but that's a follow, and that means that you like me, and that means I like you. So, thank you for the follow. I have anonymous followers on. Today we're playing Unpacking. Other games I'm playing right now, I do a weekly indie game spotlight. Right now we're playing Romancylvania. That game is very thirsty. That game makes me feel stuff inside a little bit. Makes me go, wow! I gave you that medallion so you could keep your pills and not lose them, so you could do some hypnotism kink thing on stream. Yeah, me out here being, not inclusive of the A-Spec folks. Unless that's what they like. 420 from A-Specs wanting to make it better. Aww. Does an individual want to come forth as a Pokemon and a flag? Thank you. I love that. I hope that your life is truly in a spot where you can say it gets better and youngsters can feel proud of who you were. It be me. I am the Aspec. Cool. Ty, what Pokemon do you want, and which flag would you like your Pokemon to be? Come on, you're a Pokemon friend. You of all people would absolutely love a Pokemon drawing. Oh fuck yeah! Is that a gyroid? Love me a gyroid. Also, loving the 420. Literally iconic. I love 420. I love gyroids. It's 2 p.m. Man, fuck paper calendars. Garchomp Arrow Flag. Hell yeah. Garchomp Arrow. Hell yeah. I've never drawn Garchomp before. That'll be a fun challenge. I will draw absolutely any Pokemon you want me to do. I had a lot of fun when Jill's prompt last year was Toxtricity in the omnisexual colors. I had never seen the omnisexual flag before, and I had never drawn Toxtricity before. Hugster Duck, thanks for sharing about yourself, Holden. Apparently, I've been here before and once subscribed. I'm Duck, pronouns Duke. Oh, hi Duke. And I'm a Chinese Vietnamese American from Chicago, heteroromantic, sex-averse, cis-asexual, ace he him, caring Pisces. I care you, favorite color blue. Oh, I love all the fun facts. That's such a great way to introduce yourself too. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Duke. I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for being another sub, or a former sub. I love that. I always say you don't have to spend your money to be here. I never, like, am the kind of person to be like, give me your money. Except when it's charity. When it's charity, give your money. I know, the Omni flag is really pretty. And then, that's gonna overheat there. I don't like that spot for the PC, but it fits so well. That's how your PC overheats. I like, squid potato right there. Chose the sunset ace flag, and I had never seen that before. I'm like, that's a great vibe. Whoever came up with that, I love it. And I'm gonna research why they chose those colors, because that's really cool. Yeah! I know, the Arrow Ace one is so beautiful. It's such pretty colors. Like, damn. I see like cool flags like that, and I'm like, man, that is not how I identify, but like, I love the color choices. Yeah, there's one, we made the Bulba Boy Pride flag a couple years ago. That's right. And, we color picked off of Bulbasaur, and it looked a lot like the Arrow Ace flag. I'm guessing I was here for some past raid trains. I know Fruities anniversary was my birth month of March. Yeah, I was in a couple of Fruity raid trains. This is my second raid train with Fruities, I think. Third? Second? I did the Sloth one with Explosive Barrel. Both of my favorite colors on that flag. Clearly the universe predetermined the colors. Hell yeah, I love that for you. I love when people just align with their colors on their pride flag. If Jill, if you're still here, could you help explain omnisexual? I have not. It's been a hot minute since I read about it, so I don't want to be a bad source of a variant of bi or pansexual. There you go. Not Omni Man. Oh my god, that's crazy. My boy Omni-Man. It took his ass in Fortnite. I have a hard time defining my sexuality because sexuality is so fluid. I'm like, I like men. Not much I know. But I don't like men. I like men. You know what I'm saying? The colors were chosen to reflect the colors that aren't in either arrow or ace flag I once heard. Essentially complementary colors. I love that. I don't know if I would buy or pan. I'm somewhere in between. Yeah, because it's like, in a technicality, I'm bi. But like, that's not true, in a way. You know, it's like, I'm not pan either. I have distinctions of what I like and don't like. It's so hard to define. When I'm bi in the way that I'm like more attracted to different forms of masculinity and androgyny. I don't want to be rude, but I don't really understand why we have so many categories for bi, pan, omni. Oh, you're not rude. You're asking clarification, and asking clarification is not rude. Because like the language changes. We have a very complicated language. So for example, like bi, the prefix means two, like the number 2. So a lot of people who are androgynous and non-binary didn't like that. That didn't align with who they were. So pan came out as a definition meaning all. So that folks who identified as such felt like they're being more inclusive with their sexuality. Depends on how people feel about it. I have a distinct preference, so I'm not pansexual, but I'm attracted to more than 2 binary genders. Yeah, exactly. Likewise, you know, Holden jokingly calls me lesbian coded. Yeah, exactly. I call Nana lesbian coded because, like, well, they're not a lesbian. They do a lot of things that are very similar to lesbian stereotypes. More like the soft sapphic stereotypes. Same reason this character has so many different colors of underwear. Yeah, exactly. But it's confusing. Like, I'm not totally hetero, so I say possibly bi. I get that pan includes more non-cis types, if you will, but now I'm confused with omni. Yeah, let me think. The prefix omni. The way I understand my own experiences, sort of bisexual, but very clear preferences. Yeah, kind of like me. I'm sort of bisexual with a clear preference of, you know, like, mostly masculine individuals. However, like, I should say that I'm gay, because most of the time I'm just feeling gay. And it's like, if you like me and I like you, it's more than likely a gay thing. This language is just ever evolving, you know? And that's the cool thing, is that you also don't have to understand it. I understand wanting to understand it, very much so. It's not me saying that it's bad of you to ask, because that's very nice of you to ask, because you want to understand. I love femininity, and so I'm hetero and gyno-romantic. I'd be open to being in a romantic or platonic relationship with a trans femme non-binary person. Yeah, see, that's your preference. Yeah, like, I like masculinity and androgyny in my preferences. But every now and then I see a feminine-looking individual, and I'm like, hello. Hi. And, like, I consider myself asexual because most aspects of sexuality are not my cup of tea. Exactly. You do the dog chasing cars thing. You get it, and you don't know what to do with it. Meanwhile, I'm like, sex? Hell yeah. I'll do the sex if you are consenting. But it's always important to look around and see what language there is. Oh, this is a shirt from their job. Like a dog chasing cars. What do I do if I caught one? Exactly. Okay, so would you guys generally say Omni is wider than Bi but narrower than Pan? With the way that language has evolved and the identity has evolved. Extreme is actually the way only a desperate 30-something virgin can be. I love you, Shrap. I love you so much. Oh, right, they're a barista. Work shirts don't get hung. Fuck work. Show up wrinkled at work. Glad that we can have this conversation, too. I think I've said that me and Holden actually have a pretty similar ratio of how we're attracted to men and how we're attracted to women, but the kind of men we're attracted to are very different. Yes, exactly, exactly. Let me know. I mean, if they're consenting, sure. Even though a bunch of ace-spec people just came on in, but, you know, you can still be ace and also have sex. That's also a common misconception that asexual people don't have sex, because they do. Another important thing to talk about. Because sexuality is a spectrum, that's why it's the ace-spec. If there's people who are demisexual, which is like... sometimes they do like sex, but sometimes they're like, nah, I don't feel like it. Sometimes you have to have a developed relationship with someone platonically before you can have a romantic attraction to them, among other things. It's different for everybody. My first exposure to asexuality was god fucking awful House MD episode. Yeah, I find the House MD episodes can be a little... be a little jarring in term, but it was the 2000s. They didn't have the down. For the record, I'm genuinely curious about all sorts of identities, but this particular bi-omni question is for my own personal identity. And here's the thing, Mel. Like, you don't have to, because identity politics are really confusing and whatever. You don't have to find a word for yourself. If it makes you happy to find what word you identify with, hell yeah. If you don't ever find up finding that word and just finding something adjacent to that word, hell yeah. Because, like I say, you know, like, I'm probably very much omnisexual, but I'm just gonna keep saying I'm gay. Because in the end, I personally don't think, to me, the language matters in my own experience. I don't really care what language I use for myself, as long as I'm not appropriating someone else's language. That's why I call myself bisexual. Exactly. You're like biromantic, asexual, I guess, but like bisexual is easier. I did read a skit called Dr. Souse, which was about a drunk lawyer who thought he was a doctor and misdiagnosed all sorts of normal illnesses and medical mysteries. I'm trying to figure out what kind of asexual I am, so I stick to the general term. Exactly. Asexuality isn't real. If an ace person is in a romantic relationship, they need to be cured so that they can bang, because otherwise their partner will leave them for someone who will. It's certainly a message. Yeah, no, I fucking hate that. But I do need a word for myself. It's one of my quirks. I have to have a name for things. See, and Mel, you're also valid for that. You're also valid for that, you know? You don't have to live in a state of anarchy where you decide not to pick a term for yourself. That's still just as valid. You know? Like, I'm gonna be out here with my terminology for myself. And that's cool. And that's awesome. What is this? This is kind of... What am I holding? Put it under the bed, because I don't know what the fuck it is. Yes, I just, okay, so, like, IW, grunk sexual. You're attracted to people that will be hot when they are great uncles. I used to identify as bisexual, but then I realized I actually vibe more with pansexual. Thus, a new flag was acquired. See, I was the opposite. I started as pansexual, and I was like, but that's not really me. I didn't really vibe with pansexual. And then I was like, bisexual is probably the closest. Well, omnisexual as well. But then I think I'm with Mel that, like, because omnisexual is a lesser known term, if I just was like, hey, I'm omnisexual, people would be like, huh? And, like, that's fine. People can be confused and not know what I am as long as I know who I am. But I understand Mel's point of view of wanting to have a definition for herself, because Mel's kind of like me in the way that putting things in their place feels good. So we out here putting things in their place. Chair for now. Oh, you're gonna be cold and cry. Am I? The opposite of Arrow and Ace is Allo, experiencing attraction. So I'm Allo romantic Ace. So yeah, you like romance. You do not like asexual. You do not like sexuality, or identify with sexuality. It makes you think of Grunkle Stan. He's not. Grunkle Stan is so fucking hot. Also, where'd my music go? I don't find my music. My playlist ended. Grunkle Stan is so fucking hot to me. Yeah. He's not particularly my type, but I appreciate the quality and I see it. Grunkle Stan is best girl. Yeah, I'm discussing, I'm educating, I'm doing exactly what my mission was today, which was to educate and talk about my business here. Because that's important. I don't necessarily want to be a sugar baby. I just want the ability, or the way, I just want to be able to just not need to work full-time so that I can do other shit. Like, dismantling capitalism one city council at a time. Because damn, that shit feels good. Capitalism does not feel good. When we have queer liberation, that can also be... Queer liberation is also a part of capitalist liberation. Look, Uncle Stan and Swamp Ass need him. Right now, right this instant. Holden just said it. If I start using a term no one knows, it defeats the purpose of using the word as a way to communicate with people. In this case, I should stick with bi. Yeah, so like, me, all of us are here, a lot of us here have said that, like, we identify with different terms in front of different audiences. So if you want to use the term omnisexual in front of an audience that would understand what that means, go for it, like, the story, yeah. So, like, if you said that you're omnisexual in front of me, I would know what that means. But if you're, like, with someone who you don't know is educated on different sexualities, you can go ahead and just say that you're bi, It can be a different audience kind of thing. Kind of like how I was saying about comedy, like, last week, that... or our video games or whatever, is that we all have different audiences of whom we're trying to communicate with. Brindle. The amount of time sexuality actually comes up in conversation outside LGBT groups is shockingly low, yeah. Bisexual was a step to the left. Yeah, exactly. Also, I love Frindle. It was one of my favorite books as a kid. That's what I do. I use bi when I'm around straight people. I use arrow ace around the queer community. Exactly. If I tell someone that I'm like, some level of omnisexual, yeah. But when I'm like at a doctor's appointment or whatever, or if they ask you your sexuality at a doctor's appointment, I'm like, I'm gay. I'm like, I'm not gonna educate my doctor on the nuances of what I'm attracted to. Be like, yeah, I like androgyny. Yeah, I like burly men. Yeah, I like, women who could kick my ass. I like a lot of people. It's true, yeah. Raise your hand if you like women who could kick your ass. Raise your hand if you like men who are like the size of a Snorlax and you just want to fall asleep on top of them. Being Arrow Ace is pretty easy for me. And I love that you're confident in who you are, which is awesome. I've been feeling very ace, or at least demisexual in recent history, but that one scares me for my personal. And that's okay. It's okay to be nervous about your fluctuating sexuality, because that's another part of it, is that you're allowed to fluctuate in how you identify, because sexuality is fluid. So if there's one moment in your life where you're not feeling in any sexuality, that's fine. That's cool. That's awesome. And you're still just as valid as yourself as you would be no matter how you're feeling at a certain time. I'm attracted to chubby nerds with round faces and puppy dog eyes. Girl, I know. You're attracted to facial hair in a really similar way as me. So you like beards a little bit bushier. I think who I am sexually attracted to and who I'm romantically attracted to are very different. Exactly. I found myself, like, dating people before who I was romantically attracted to, and then the thought of sex with them was just like, oh, absolutely not. And I felt bad because I didn't want them to think that they were undesirable. It was just like, oh, I don't think we're compatible in that way. I don't want to do that thing with you. And that's okay. It's okay to say that. You just gotta, you know, be able to communicate with your partner about what you don't and do like. Keywords are experiencing little to no attraction when it comes to taste. Yeah. And like I said, it's always changing. So if one day you're feeling it and one day you're not, that's okay. It will change. You'll be like, whoa. And another day you'll be like, no. Alright, where do I put the shit? I don't know. There's too many drawers. A knife. Many drawers full of my stuff. 2:30 is such an early start time. Oh, for my stream? Yeah, it's my slot, so I had to go at my slot. That's the thing about a raid train, is you gotta go at your time. Where'd put you? Where do you want to go? Why don't I Joe? Oh. Yeah. Anna, was that you? But how is that allowed to change your mind every day? That'd be so unfair to a partner. It's not necessarily like... It's more along the lines of, like, communicating, you know? Like, if you're like, I'm feeling very not into sex right now. Could we not do anything sexual? And your partner, if they love you, will be okay with that, you know? Your partner has to evolve alongside you, I guess. Your partner that truly loves you will understand that some days you might not be attracted in the same way. Exactly. Exactly. You don't hear about these folks often, but there's aromantic allosexuals, so they do experience sexual attraction, but also fall somewhere on the aromantic spectrum. Yep. Exactly. There's people who don't like romance, but love sex. And then there's people who love sex, but don't like romance. Or the other. Love sex, but don't like romance. Or love romance, and don't like sex. They're out there. They're everywhere. They're here in this chat. I think that's really cool. So, this is our house. We have a house now. I don't feel like sex today doesn't make me ace. It doesn't necessarily mean that, either. But if it's like for prolonged periods of time and you feel like it does or does not relate to your mental health as well, you know, that's something you can think about as well. So, but it's also okay to like just experiment, you know, if you're like, I'm really, you know, like since I gave you the beautiful wide world of Reddit, you know, like I was in a couple asexual subreddits because I was like, oh, maybe I'm asexual. And then I realized that I'm not. It was just I was in a period of time where I didn't like myself. And I thought I was asexual because I didn't feel like having sex with my partner. I read studies that suggest for women their cycle will affect their romantic interest. Like maybe when you get closer to it, you're more attracted to big thick beards, and maybe another week more feminine presenting person. Yeah, that's another thing that could happen. Because it's fluid. And since you're married, you know, Mel, I'm sure that Ricky loves you, no matter what your sexuality is, you know? And as long as you're communicating that with him, he'll be like, hell yeah, babe, do whatever makes you happy. You know, if he loves and supports you. And I'm glad that you're here in this community, that we can have these conversations, because then it gives you something to think about, you know? Like, going into, for example, like those subreddits, you can like type in an identity and there's a subreddit for it out there, you know? And you can ask those questions, be like, hey, can I ask anybody questions about their sexuality, or reading about their experiences in their posts and whatever. Makes you understand it more. And the more you understand something, the more you're able to say, yes, that's me, or no, that is not me. But yeah, change is a necessary part of life, exactly. I had a therapist once say to me that if I were a superhero, I would be Change Man, with the power to change every 3 to 5 years. And I've changed a lot, you know, like, people who've been here, people who knew me before streaming, I was a very different person. People who knew me at the start, I was a very different person. You've been following me since I played Wind Waker. I'm a very different Holden than what I was. And that Holden has always been changing identity. I think maybe halfway through my streaming journey, I added the they pronoun. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'm more than just, like, a binary man. Like I say, I'm a tomato. You know, I'm a fruit, but I don't belong in that salad. Sometimes it means completely changing who you are. Sometimes it means accepting your sexuality is the same as your dinner order. Yep. Your identity is always changing throughout your life. I identify as asexual, but I didn't always, and later in life I might not anymore. But right now that's who I am, and my partners understand that about me. Accept it. Exactly. The changes during a cycle are definitely true. Not all women feel different attractions, but it is very common to feel more or less desire during different phases. Yeah, exactly. I think for you, Mel, this is a moment of introspection. You don't have to find a word right now. But the more that you research, and the more that you learn, and you connect with other humans, the more you're able to fully identify what you identify with. And also being okay with the fact that it could change. Binary in my gender, but not binary in my sexuality. Girl, you have a wife. You have a German trans woman wife, and you have how many other partners? You have a partner who's got the biggest beard I've ever seen in person. Bigger than my ex-therapist. Dude had a crazy big beard. 2 partners. I thought you had more. I thought you had 3 or 4 partners. That's wild. One thing people often get wrong is sex favorability. That's the dynamic for oneself who's open and willing to have sex with another, but folks often say they're sex positive when they mean to say the former. Yeah, sex favorability is like willing to have sex, yeah. Sex positive is like, yeah, this is a sex positive space. You can talk about sex. She has an army of girlfriends. She has a wife and then like a masculine partner. 2 metas that are under my care but not romantically involved. Yes, right. Absolutely hate sex act. Will do it for my partner. Yeah, that's what we call a service top, yeah. And the range can be vast too. I also find during certain weeks I find my attraction to women stronger and sometimes men. My husband completely understands. Yeah, exactly. This is such an important conversation. I love this. Yeah, I think check out if you want to learn more about like asexuality too. Like, you know, Ty has their aspec podcast, so maybe listening to that, hearing stories from others could help too. Which is pretty awesome, pretty gnarly. I'm loving this conversation. This is great. We are almost done with the raid train slot. It makes me bummed that we have to raid off when we're having such a fruitful conversation. Because we have to raid at... see if my person is live. I've been talking for so long. Like, woo! Are these 2-hour slots or 3-hour slots? I'm crazy, right? No, they're 2-hour slots. Alright, where's my person? Are they live? Okay, are you live? Let me go to your page.
In case you're wondering why
Whoa, whoa,
you're
whoa.
laughing, let me explain it to you.
That's comedy.
Comedy!
Let me catch up, okay. I do highly recommend just learning about yourself. Exactly. Learning about yourself is so important. So important.
Starscream. This is bad.
Haha, fruitful. I didn't even mean that. Also, hi, Emmy. The thing that most people I think of is that many years ago I asked an online friend I had a huge crush on what she loved about me. She said, "You are the thing I love most about you." Oh, yes, and that's true, Melody. You are the thing I love most about you. Sounds like you may be sex indifferent. I'm sex averse, but not sex repulsed. And I recently came across a micro-label, authosexual, that describes my experience. Tag me in Discord or DM me. I'm too scared to search the internet willy-nilly. Yeah, I can send you, you know, some subreddits. I can send you Ty's podcast. Fortunately, we're running out of time. We got a raid in a minute and a half or so. But we're only $52 away from our goal of $200. So, oops, that's my playlist. Of $200. If you get me to $200 in the next minute, we'll do a special stream of 4 artists drawing Pokemon from memory. And I will also draw you a Pride Pokemon. Do you want a Pokemon? Do you want a Pokemon? Do you want a Pokemon? Quick, put your money in. Yes, please. I'll even donate $20 right here, right now. I'll do it. I said I would. Or the other amount. Oh, I'll do 30. I don't give a shit. Credit card information. Gmail. Yeah, we gotta do it. Give money. Hello! I will be raiding in a minute. Oh my god, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing. No, not my credit card. I'm being violent. I'm running. Chat needs to see my credit card, my PayPal information. I'm logging in with PayPal. And then I gotta get my text. Do you want a Pokemon? And then I can't use my keyboard shortcuts because I use those to as my stream deck is my numpad, and that's how I type my numbies. It's loading. Me. Alright. The link will be up for the next 24 hours too, so if you want to donate more, you can put in some money there and let me know what Pokemon you want. Why did it not update? Did I donate? I didn't donate to my own. I donated to the team campaign. God damn it. Well, it still goes to the same place, but nice. It should be 178. Shh. All right, we're gonna raid off now. I'm a dunk ass. All right, we're gonna raid off too. Our next spot on the train, Mangukita. $10 for shrapnel. Thank you. Alright, I'll put trap down. Yeah, my heart is in it. My shirt is in it. Alright, thank you for this wonderful, fruitful conversation. I hope we can have more conversations like this. Alright, we're running low on time. We're gonna run to Mangukita, who is on our next step. I'm streaming again tomorrow if you want more conversations like this. We're streaming Romancylvania. So, great chats. I love you guys. If you're not here yet today, remember I love you. I love you. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Pride! Bye.